Welcome to the Women in Leadership Body, Mind, Soul, and Business podcast. I'm Charlie.
And I'm Heather. And together we're working to connect women in leadership and business and empower each other, improving the health and wellness of our community, body, mind, and soul. And on Mondays, we love to talk all things mindset.
All things mindset. Yes, I was so excited for Mindset Mondays.
We're going to have to learn some new words.
I know. I needed this word. Excited. We can say excited a million times. I need to find a different word. But bringing you guys Mindset Mondays, it not only helps us help you guys with some tools, but it also helps us be accountable to ourselves and each other.
Yeah.
But this week's mindset topic, our yoga sutra topic this week is Satya, or truthfulness and sincerity. The quote this week is that the least initial deviation from the truth is multiplied later 1,000-fold. Aristotle.
The least initial deviation from the truth is multiplied later 1,000-fold.
Mm-hmm. So think of that game Telephone, right?
Right.
So somebody changes it just a little bit, or hears it just a little different. It changes over time, right? And it can change 1,000-fold from what it began.
So that's how the fish starts out being, it's this big. Oh no, it's this big, and it just keeps growing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's what this is trying.
Where the little white lie,
right,
isn't just a little white lie, because then it like avalanches, right?
I was thinking about that because this is truly weird. I hadn't even told you about this. So I was driving through town the other day, and some girls in the car next to me. It was nice enough the windows were down, so we had a nice day at that moment. And they were listening to music, and they were like, "Yeah, put on some bagpipes." I was like, "I want to listen to bagpipes." What they heard was, "I have a bagpipe," but we were in cars, so it was like, and I don't know them, so it's like I couldn't go like, "You didn't hear me correctly." And I was like, well, that's a weird thing. Like now I have this thing out there that I might have bagpipes.
That's so funny. Some random person out there believes you have bagpipes.
It made their day. They were so happy.
Right. And I think Satya goes even deeper, because not only are we doing our best to be truthful to each other, but being truthful to ourselves. Like, how many lies do we tell ourselves?
I feel like that is the biggest, because you can't even tell the truth to the person sitting next to you if you aren't telling yourself the truth. And I mean, it can be from the negative things we're saying to ourselves that are so untrue, and changing that, or it could be like we're not really seeing a situation for what it is. So we're super miserable, but we can't see it because
we're so stuck in our heads.
We're so stuck in our heads.
And you know how you get unstuck from your head, right?
Oh, fun. Okay. That sounds like super fun. Because I always say that. People will be like, well, what's wrong? I'm like, I'm stuck in my head. Like, what do you want me to tell you? It's true. It's where I'm at.
Yeah, but the fact that when you're stuck in your own head.
People don't like it though, because they're like, how do I coach you for that? Or how do I mentor you through that? Because you can't.
Right.
I have to do it myself. I have to do the work.
You can point out to somebody that they're stuck in their own head, and it does take practice to pull yourself out of your own head. And some people might just get mad if you just say, hey, you're kind of stuck in your own head right now. They might take offense to that. But if you have the
without any groundwork in there, like that, we're trying to open ourselves up or open our minds, or like some like conversation beforehand. Yeah, don't just call someone out on that. To be like, but you could notice it, like if someone's stuck in their own head, like that's a really great like practice you could practice doing before we get into book week this in the first week in July. Like,
you guys are going to be pulled out of your own heads during
so that's a really good little little thing, you could like just start noticing when people are stuck in their heads. Don't call them out on it.
Or try to notice when you are stuck in your own head.
Yeah.
You know, when your brain is starting to spiral out of control and telling you things and it's like
you're looking for
downward
inception.
Spiral, right?
You're looking for inception. When does that spiral start? That's the goal.
Right.
When did we get triggered the first time?
I was thinking about that this weekend when I was digging in the garden, dealing with my own PTSD trauma issues that all came up this weekend. And you know, and when I told you earlier, and we were live but not yet recording, that I like that word abandoned is the one that came up, and that kind of hit me, right? And so now that I know that and I feel that, I can do the work to try to find out where that came from.
Where it came from. What was the thing?
What was the trigger
that left you feeling abandoned?
Right. So what was that? When did that happen? And it could have been way back, right? So I have to dig through every single instance where I may have felt abandoned to find that first step. You know, it's like all that process.
And once you start to identify that feeling, like for me right now, it's shame. For you, it's going to be abandonment, right? Like, so anytime we feel that feeling, that's our trigger,
right?
To then take deep breaths, right? Okay, how can I be present in this exact situation? And then how can I help myself through this?
Right.
Because we're our own best friends, and we will always be here for ourselves.
And by being there for yourself,
we do try to be really good friends with anybody that wants to chat with us. We really do. But in reality, you know, you have us to listen to. We would love to be your friend, you know, like, but every morning when we wake up, we are with ourselves.
Right.
Every night when we go to sleep, we are with ourselves.
Right.
And we're never going to leave ourselves. One of the big energy things that I felt I heard was going on right now is safety, and that needing for physical safetyness.
That actually makes a lot of sense when I talk about feeling abandoned,
because
that's
right, because like all of a sudden
Maslow's hierarchy of needs,
something feels safety. Really unsafe. Right. Now, whether it is or not physically now, but our body and our mind can't tell our body differently if we're feeling that way.
Right.
Wow. Okay. Thank you for being so brave, babe.
Thank you for listening.
Absolutely.
And one way to take really great care of yourself is our mindset topic this week.
Get a rub down.
Get a rub down. Okay. Speaking of which, if you need a rub down,
this is perfect.
Lynette has a Mother's Day special going on for Beautiful Skin by Linen. She was one of our guests a few weeks back, and if you for somehow forgot, Mother's Day special going on,
she's that beautiful spot in downtown Arlington, over by the Safeway over there behind the Burger King. She's in the corner. It's a beautiful makeover of the space. If you haven't gone for a tour, you are totally missing out. You can go get your feet soaked. This is a really awesome Mother's Day gift, right?
My husband and I went for couples massages a couple weeks ago, and it was fabulous. Like, my husband felt a little beat up afterward, but it had been a long time since he's gotten a massage, but he hasn't really been complaining about the pinched nerve in his shoulder or anything else since. And
that was really bugging him.
It was, yeah.
But you were like, they pulled out all the tricks with you. So like the hot stone came
I felt
out,
so
like,
good.
you know, it's kind of like you get what you ask for, just like with any other service, right?
Yeah, but it's not like any other service because it is a full luxury experience.
What I meant was you don't have to ask for a deep, like get your muscle sports massage.
Yeah, no,
You don't
Michael,
have to ask for that. Like that's what I was trying to say.
Michael, my massage therapist there, he's like, all right, I'm gonna like use this bamboo rolling pin thing. I was like, okay, phenomenal. Hey, is it okay with you if I use hot stones? I just give him the thumbs up. Let him do his thing.
Is it okay?
Is it okay?
That's great communication though. Like I really appreciate that. Like when they tell you what's gonna happen, so you're not like, what are you doing to me?
Yeah, he was really good about, hey, I'm gonna like tuck this sheet around this way, and things like that. So I didn't feel exposed. I felt very safe. My husband was right there too. So.
Touch is super important to our mental health.
Yeah.
It makes us feel valid. It makes us feel loved. We get a lot of sensation from touch that is remembered in the body. So that is good touch or bad touch. I didn't mean to say it that way. Things just come out sometimes, it's like having boys. Or children in general. They make you say things. You're like, wow, did I just say that out loud? Okay. We have a beautiful moth on the door. Is that a sticker?
You totally just hippopotamus right there. That would be the ADHD kicking in. Okay.
But it's very important that we are receiving positive, safe touch. So forms of hugs and touching each other, like reassurance in a way that's appropriate. Obviously, that's what I'm talking about.
Right.
And I know here in America, we don't give as many hugs in general,
especially now in this post-pandemic world.
Right.
Like we don't touch people.
Right. I actually was talking about pretty much needing to get over my fear of like, I haven't had anyone touch me in a very long time. And being an ex-massage therapist, that's really weird. I was like, and so and I know that part of that is because I know that I'm dealing with a lot of things right now, and I don't want it to throw me off balance and lose any momentum. So like there's like a few layers.
Do you feel like adding that in right now would tip the scales?
Right.
And not in your favor.
Right.
You have to be ready.
It will be in my favor, but it might not be in my best interest at the moment. Does that make sense? Like I need like a couple of weeks to prepare and make space for whatever's going to come up, because let's face it, after 5 years or more of like since I've had a massage like
giving them is different than getting them.
Exactly.
Sure.
Definitely.
So a couple things you want to do when go ahead and treat yourself to a massage. Do it often enough that you don't get tightened back up all the way, right?
Just like general maintenance, they would always recommend once a month.
I like how that you refer to it as maintenance, because we take our cars for maintenance. Our cars get oil changes and things like that. We need maintenance too. Our bodies need maintenance. So make sure you're maintaining your body in a way that is good and healthy for it. And on that note, listen to your body.
Right. Taking the time to listen to what's going on with your body. And massage actually helps you, like we've talked, like it incorporates so many different tools, right? It's not screen time, it's taking time for yourself, it's the self-care, the self-love, and listening to your body. Like, do I need to go like okay, that shoulder, maybe somebody can help me with that.
I got stuff going on right here right now, like it's super tight. I can feel it.
I like take 10. Like just taking even a short, like I used to when I was a massage therapist, I loved like doing like events and stuff, so I get just 10 or 15-minute massage so someone can just like reset your day. Like it doesn't have to be long, so if you're getting used to being touched, that's a good way to do it.
When I was in college, one of the neighboring massage schools came over during finals week to do 10 to 15-minute massages in the cafeteria for people who wanted that. Like my college did some really awesome things during finals week. Like one day we had puppies. There was like a horde of puppies for us to play
What?
with. Yeah.
Oh, and the massage school was like right around the corner from her.
Yeah. And so they came over.
Yeah, that's awesome.
They did part of their training, but they used us as guinea pigs. But we were down. It was finals week. Fix it.
You've been like studying like that. I like experiment because there's so many different kinds of body massage modalities. Acupressure, acupuncture, if you want to go that way.
Thai yoga.
Thai
yoga is amazing if you don't mind being stretched.
Right.
And things, and
there's the ones where they have like bamboo poles over you and walk on you.
That's also
Lomi.
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 There's many different types of massage and touch that helps with the muscles and the circulation,
and a lot of them are founded in like indigenous people have been doing these things for long time. And then now we have the science to back up like, oh, these are the muscles and this is why that works, and this is that's why they do it this way.
It's all in the pressure.
Yes.
Right? Some people prefer the soft touch. Some people it's like, get in there, be a steamroller. It depends on you and your body and what your needs are. So finding a massage therapist and a style and with the right amount of touch that you like might take some time.
In communication, it's okay to say, hey, that is too much.
Yeah.
It's okay to say, can you a little more pressure if possible? To like communicate those things. It's okay to talk about it while, and people don't
when they hit that good spot and you're like, oh, that's the spot right there. Communicate with them because they probably feel it, but they're not going to feel it the same way you do.
And I hear that yogis make good patients for massage therapy also because you're used to breathing. So when you get those good spots, you're like, and you breathe into it and you're like, then you're like done. You're like, oh, I got out of yoga class, but I didn't.
Take a class, learn how to do massage appropriately. And you can work that in with your friends and family. I have a few massage therapist friends who have taught me a few skills, and I have my own massage table in my closet that I have a huge closet I can pull out and set up, and my husband and I can help each other out after a long day. It hasn't happened for a while,
and then make sure that you're doing the safe things, like no pressure on the spine. There's like, so if you take a class, it gives you that kind of education. And that's how I got to massage school. I was like, if there's a whole year classes on it, there must be a whole lot to learn. So I took it more for the knowledge.
Have a massage date night. Okay, you could set it up at home like I do sometimes, or you can have a couples massage like I did a couple weeks ago.
And it doesn't have to be a significant other either.
Right.
Because
be a friend.
The couples massage room, you go with your bestie, go get couples massage.
Right.
It's just two people in the same room. So sometimes that feels more comfortable because then you're in the room with somebody you're familiar and you just feel safer. That's why some people like that. And don't forget there are low budget options. So like
massage schools,
somebody that's training for any sort of modality, whether that's reflexology, Ralphing, Bowen, they all have to do a certain amount of body hours. So you could, potentially hook up with someone that, you could be their body to practice on for,
you volunteer to be their guinea pig.
Yeah,
for sure. And house calls.
There's all sorts of massage people that will come to you.
Yeah, if you are uncomfortable with going somewhere else for a massage, which by the way, a lot of these massage studios and stuff, especially Lynette's place, is just beautiful. They have everything set up for you. It smells nice.
My
And
favorite
it's got all
part
the things.
is the locker that you put your phone in.
Right. Yeah, they have lockers for you to put all your stuff in, so you
They're
can
like,
literally
no.
unplug.
Nope, you get to unplug. You put your phone in the locker.
Mhm.
So sorry, my phone's
Yep,
in the
and it's got
locker.
a key with a little bungee cord that you just put. I just tucked it in the pocket of my robe, because at Lynette's they give you a robe and slippers, and you get to soak your feet and have a cup of tea or coffee or water, or whatever. While they're setting up the room.
It's a real experience.
Super cool.
At her
Yes,
place.
it really
So,
is.
but if you have someone coming to your house, that's great. Just make sure that they are licensed and that that's not your first time meeting them.
Right.
Like that.
True.
Just be safe.
Be safe.
Be safe. I just feel like I had to say that.
Absolutely.
Your body is precious. It is your vehicle for awakening. Treat it with care. Buddha. Wow.
Take care of yourself.
That's beautiful.
And Mother's Day is coming up this next weekend. So make sure you guys are taking care of yourself. Mother's Day is not easy for everybody, and I know that. So make sure you're taking care of yourself.
Yes. So this week is a really an amazing week. We're gonna have to look up a thesaurus and give ourselves some words on the wall so we can start exclaiming to you how excited we are. We've got Francine coming this week. We've got Devin and we've got Sheila.
It is going to be a very creative, inspirational, spiritual kind of week.
I have goosebumps. I am so excited. Oh my gosh. Try not to say that word, but it's coming out.
I can't wait. I'm so very much looking forward to it.
And then everybody's been sending me their stuff. So I've been trying to get everything on the calendar. So if you have something to go on the calendar, the community calendar, let me know. And you can find the community calendar to make sure it made it there at www.womeninleadership.bsmb.com, and you scroll all the way down to the bottom and there's the community calendar. And it's clickable, so you can click on it and it will give you the Facebook link so you can just go get the Facebook reminders for it. So it's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool.
Yeah.
And it's a really easy way for you to look and see what's going on when you're like, well, I'm bored, now what? Right. Go out be bored and see all these wonderful
what Sheila, crafty old soul. I mean, want to go get something, you're gonna hear her talk and then you're gonna be like, I need to know where she is. Well, you'll know where to go, so go check it out. Make sure you already know how to do it.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Charlie. Thank you for doing Mindset Monday with me. This is a really awesome.
Thank you, Heather. This is one of my favorite parts of the whole week because it just really helps fill my cup and just I just feel really good and I appreciate it.
I think it's because we really take the time to study what we're doing, and that when we do that, then we're filling our cups, right? And then
we can share that with you guys.
You love to teach, which feels like cool.
So thank you guys for joining us on the Women in Leadership, Body, Mindset, and Business podcast today. We love you all. Namaste.